Today's Reader Forum letter comes to us from Dan Mountjoy of Oregon City, Oregon. Dan writes, "Dear Jeff, last weekend we had a campfire discussion about balancing trailer tires. Some people are in favor of balancing and some say don't bother. What's the real story?" Well, Dan, that's a pretty easy question to answer. Yes, you should balance your trailer tires, and for all the really good reasons why you keep the tires on your tow vehicle or family car balanced. However, just because there's no one in the trailer to feel it doesn't mean that an out of balance tire back here isn't affecting the trailer. What it's doing, in fact, the whole time that it's spinning, it's shaking and vibrating and essentially trying to tear things apart. The number one side effect is extra wear and tear on the tread. An out of balance tire will wear tread unevenly or possibly cause tread separations and general tire failures. But all that bouncing and vibrating also has a bad effect on the wheel bearings, the spindles, the suspension components, the mounting pivots for the leaf spring, the mount up front, the shackle and back. All those components can wear out more quickly due to an out of balance tire. Plus, that vibration, of course, is translated up into the vehicle, and that can cause things like cabinets, shelves, woodwork, everything else inside can start coming apart too. So we're going to go ahead and take these tires down to our local Les Schwab dealership here in Eugene, Oregon, give them a spin and see how they come out.
This tire is going to take 3 1/4 ounces. The second tire required 2.5 ounces.
Well, I'd say those results pretty much speak for themselves. 2.5 ounces of weight on one tire, 3.5 ounces on the other. Pretty good reason to keep your trailer tires balanced. It's a smart thing to do. We'd like to thank our friends at George M. Sutton Service Center for help with this project. Well, I hope that answered your question, Dan. And remember, you can send your letters in to the Reader Forum page on our RollinOnTV.com website. If we use your letter on the air, we'll mail you a stylish Rollin' On TV t-shirt.
Jeff talks with Richard Kuhn, president of the RVIA, about the organization and how it works to represent the RV industry and consumer.
What is the RVIA?
Well, a Recreation Vehicle Industry Association is an association of manufacturers, folks that build recreation vehicles, both the towables or trailers as well as motorhomes, and the folks that also supply that industry, like the ovens and the stoves and the refrigerators and all the other stuff also belong to the association. So it's about 500 members, about 100 of them are manufacturers and 400 of them are suppliers.
And what does it do for the industry and for consumers who buy the RVs?
RVIA has several functions. It really is the spokesperson for, if you would, the industry. We usually deal with a lot of news media such as yourself, and we usually speak for how the industry is going, what's going on in the industry. We track, if you would, all of the marketing statistics, how many units are sold. We track all of the wholesale shipments, and we feed that back to our members so they understand what's going on in the industry. We also develop and look after the safety issues for the industry. That little emblem that goes on the side of a coach or a travel trailer, there's a little RVIA emblem on the side, and that says that this product is built to certain standards, safety standards. So we work with both the federal and state government on safety standards, and we incorporate that into the products, and then we hold everybody's feet to the fire to make sure that they incorporate those safety standards in their products.
And what's your take on the future of RVing as far as consumers are concerned? Are there any big changes afoot, good or bad? Anything interesting that consumers might want to anticipate?
Good question. I think that's a pretty broad question. Yeah. I would say that a couple of things. One is RVing, despite if you would, the recession that we've all recently have had to put up with. RVing has continued to be very popular. If you look at the campgrounds, campground sites, attendance at campground has actually gone up even through these recession years. I think the lifestyle of RVing is just a style that people would like to get back to. It's been such a hectic time in everybody's lives that everybody needs this breakaway and get away from it all, and RVing is the perfect way to do that.
Coming up, we'll head back to Redmond, Oregon and the FMCA Rally.